this, babe? Alright, Gordon Everyday, day 351. Tonight has been a night I've been waiting for all year. I've been waiting for this since 1996. Tonight is the premiere of Tron. It is the Daft Punk Tron movie. Daft Punk is doing the soundtrack, and they're even in the movie. Can you believe it? If you guys don't know, I'm a huge Daft Punk fan. As soon as I heard out that Daft Punk was going to be making the second Tron movie, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe that they're making the movie. They're doing the music, they're directing it, writing it, scoring it. And the whole thing is that this new Tron movie is, Tron, the movie about video games from the 80s with Jeff Bridges. It's back, but with Daft Punk as the main stars. With all brand new Daft Punk music. They wrote it and directed it. If you guys have seen my rough cut videos, I did a thing about Daft Punk's Electroma, which they wrote and starred in. This time they're doing it all themselves. Directing it, writing it. I cannot wait to hear like the whole thing is that, a lot of people complain about these movie remakes, but Tron is one of these movies that actually, the effects back in the day were, were nothing compared to what they can make movies look like now. So everyone is so excited to see them beef it up, and it's Daft Punk who made it. All the music, they're starring in it, they're the main roles, just like in Electroma. This time, instead of Daft Punk hanging out in the desert, they're gonna be running around some video game world to Daft Punk music, finally! But man, this is it. They finally are writing, directing, and starring in a movie, and they edited this movie, they scored it, they did every single little piece of detail, and they finally scored it, and it's finally in theaters, and it's produced by Disney. Disney's finally getting down with Daft Punk. It's been all these years. Since 1996, I've been into Daft Punk. I remember when I saw the music video for the first time, and it was directed by Spike Jonze for Defunk, and it had the crazy dog face, and I've talked about this on the Rough Cuts. I got into that record, and how it inspired me, and how years later, we got into all this other stuff, which then led to it connecting to all this other stuff, and what we're saying is that Discovery is the best album ever, and now this is it. This is the culmination of all that put together. It's finally here. They are as mainstream gets. 14 years? Alright, Daft Punk's Tron. I'm so excited. Daft Punk's Tron is going to be amazing. Daft Punk's Tron. Let's do this. No, I've not seen the first Tron. The graphics, the computer graphics, which are at that time so out of control, are now like what you see on people's desktops. Worst green screen, but it's also so sick. It looks so sick. I've been watching this movie on YouTube. You can watch Tron, the first Tron, on YouTube. Just search Tron HD. And you'll find it. It's really fun to watch. Light bikes flying across the shit to bam. Daft Punk's aerodynamic. Let's do this. Tron going up in Tron town, never Tron town. Bridges doing back in the game.
Trying to be in the spotlight once again.
Alright, so Jeff Bridges, what do you think? Dude.
I don't know, man. His last one was pretty good.
Big Lebowski was really good.
His last one was really good.
Daft Punk wrote
this whole movie.
They wrote the whole movie.
I do know that.
Yeah, Simi, what do you think of Tron, dude?
Well, we didn't see it yet.
Alright, so we just got out of Tron. Just got Troned. Daft Punk's Tron. What'd you think, dude?
Jeff Bridges on a bridge.
Jeff Bridges screaming in your face in 3D. Like 3D.
You're my son!
It was alright.
Kind of dozed off in the middle.
Kind of thought Daft Punk was going to be in the movie like a little more.
A little more, at least.
That one dude was like, hey, yes, Daft Punk, play me Daft Punk music. There was that part when Daft Punk was like, yo, this is so Tron. Every day, babe. Yo, remember the part when Daft Punk were like, yo, let's switch this beat up. They're like, hey man, we're Daft Punk. Let's turn this music up a little.
Dropped into a fucking 2001 tweezer. Reprise.